How do courts determine evidence in domestic violence cases? Breaking news in family law? A question many are asking right now is, how do courts determine evidence in domestic violence cases? This topic has gained attention recently, especially with new legal frameworks being introduced. If you are seeking clarity on how evidence is evaluated in these sensitive situations, you are in the right place. In family law, courts assess evidence in domestic violence cases by carefully reviewing all relevant information presented by both parties during hearings or trials. The plaintiff, who is the person alleging abuse, must provide proof of domestic violence. This proof can include physical evidence like photographs, medical records, or testimonies describing incidents of abuse. The defendant, who is the accused, also has the chance to present evidence in their defense. Courts consider not only physical violence, but also other forms of abuse such as emotional, coercive, or controlling behavior. Recent legal frameworks like the Domestic Abuse Act have broadened the definition of domestic abuse. This act introduces protections, such as prohibiting perpetrators from cross-examining victims in family courts. This helps ensure that evidence is evaluated fairly and without intimidation. Judges take into account the history between the parties, including any previous incidents of domestic violence. This context helps them understand the pattern of behavior. For example, a court may find that a prior history of physical abuse supports the credibility of the current claims. Evidence can come from various sources, including witness statements, expert testimony, police reports, restraining orders, and any documentation of injuries or threats. Courts weigh the credibility of all evidence and the consistency of accounts. This helps determine whether domestic violence occurred and how it impacts decisions such as custody, visitation, or protective orders. Overall, courts determine evidence in domestic violence cases by examining physical proof, testimonies, and documented history of abuse. They apply legal standards that recognize multiple forms of abuse beyond physical harm. The process aims to protect victims and ensure fair treatment for all parties involved.